My brother has brain parasites, and now so do you. Read by the author, Garret Ford. Chapter 1. Death Jury. Sarazad. The promised future. No date. An era of total happiness, free and for everyone, with nobody forgotten. Wind wrapped the branches of the trees outside the white hospital room. Plaster walls chipped, dusty Venetian blinds, and that old-fashioned outlet did not even include a charge port. And so she had to bring in a power bank. The rough-spun, cream-colored sheets on the metal hospital bed had 3 teal stripes, draped over her husband's limp body, while his nose and mouth were hooked up to a respirator, sustaining his life. His chest rose and fell, and with each breath he took, she took another. Her chair pulled up beside the bed, cheek resting on the tear-stained pillow, her gaze fixed on his sunken eyes, her fingers clinking at a wooden rosary, praying to Allah, Buddha, Eris, Vishnu, Jesus, Jort, even Santa Claus, to anyone or anything that would hear her desperate prayer. In-breath, out-breath, repeat. Heart monitor measuring his life, beeping. The green-black cathode ray tube screen reducing all the complexity of the human being with its contradictions, curiosities, and confusions into a line and a series of numbers that asked, does it have a pulse? Her twin sister Amber leaned in the doorway, picking at her fake nails, patience exhausted, compassion fatigued. And her sister, her bedrock, was now just another irritated person that urged her to let go and get over it. But as hard as Melody tried, she could not. She clung fiercely to Bruce, fingers entwined with his like God's hooks. Her shirt rang. The triangular metal device was sitting on the side table with the wilted flowers, sun-bleached get-well-soon cards. Melody rose, muted the ringer. With a wave of her hand, laid back down beside Bruce, stroking his freshly shaven cheek. Life was unfair. She knew that better than anyone. But somehow, this was worse than everything that came before. Bruce was the healthiest, handsomest, funniest, and best gentleman she had ever met. Now an invalid, trapped in a nightmare. Where was his chiseled jawline, his muscly neck she had so often caressed? Hidden, concealed behind the layer of puffy skin that bloated up around his neck, white and pallid, clammy and sweaty, like the belly of a dying, beached fish. All the bloating. His hand was bony, clammy, cold. Melody, a shadow of herself. Cosmetics abandoned, even eyeliner. Her wavy brown hair in a messy bun. She wore an oversized pink bunny hug her brother had given her ages ago. Black yoga pants covered in white cat hair. A pair of dirty sneakers with worn-out heels from dragging her feet to the hospital. Mello, you gonna answer that? Amber asked, leaning over the sherd, frowning at the collar, placard. Is it the death jury? Melody asked, lifting her head from the pillow, thinking about taking off his respirator mask, stealing a final kiss, but his perfect lips chapped drizzled drool, spit bubbles rising. Amber, though her twin, sharing the same face, as different as they can be. Melody was a dramatic, melancholic romantic with a penchant for psychedelics. Amber was a straight-edge, hard-nosed ball-buster that made grown men cry during her day job, but moonlighted as a Stepford wife at home. I don't know. It says San Jose, California. Amber frowned. Just a scammer. Melody yawned. Hamwise it. Amber swiped her finger across the holographic projection. The caller would be sent to her spam baffler. These essential tools of the modern age were machine intelligences programmed to engage with scammers just like a real person, keeping them engaged for hours while gathering information for the police. Her spam baffler was the official Hamwise J. Einschwein pig detective model, the first gift of her then boyfriend, now husband, had ever bought her. She had been scammed of nearly $3,000 by a faux advertising firm claiming they would promote her manga. The sherd stopped buzzing. Heart monitor beeped softly. The breathing tube wheezed solemnly. The wall clock read 21:35. Clicking, ticking away. The cat calendar reminded her of what day it was, though they all blurred together anyways. August 8th, 2000 and whatever. It's buzzing again. Amber held it up. Now it says Moscow, Russia. Just send it to voicemail. Melody sighed. It could be our Uncle Ivan, Amber said. Melody shook her head. It's like 7 o'clock there. He probably butt dialed while he was driving to Balashika again. He still has a cellular phone, the ones with the screens and buttons and everything. Come on, Uncle always cheers you up. Here, please talk to him. Amber put the sherd in Melody's hand. Maybe I don't want to be happy. Maybe I want to be sad. Have you ever thought of that? Melody frowned. Later, if the death jury calls. She put the sherd down, watching it vibrate on the old linty blanket until it stopped. She closed her eyes again, listened to Bruce breathe. Breathing in time with him, watching his heart monitor. Breathe in, breathe out. A moment, then the sherd buzzed again. The clock read 21:36. Uzbekistan, Orel? Amber scrunched her nose, examining the sherd. You should really turn off unknown international callers. Is this for real? Off to the spam baffler with you? Wait, that might be about the appeal. Melody snatched the sherd, chewing her bottom lip. Unlikely. The Death Jury Court of Appeals is in Boulder, Colorado. Not, Amber sighed, Tajikistan or whatever. Melody looked down at the sherd, the holographic display of the globe pulsing with each ring, handed it to her sister. Can you answer it? Fine. Amber took the sherd. Hello? Melody's phone. Who? No. I'm afraid you've the wrong number. She ended the call, put the sherd back on the table again. Weird, they asked for a writer. Wait, was that maybe one of your old pen names? Who cares? Melody shrugged, sinking in her chair, laying her head on the pillow beside Bruce's again. What if it was important? Amber asked. This is important. Melody gestured despondently to Bruce in his hospital bed. The death jury has until 11:12 tonight to decide about my appeal. I can't get tied up and miss the call. I'd never forgive myself, and until then I'm staying right here with him, and nothing will move me. Amber patted her shoulder. Melody lifted her head slightly from the pillow. Wake me if we get a call from Boulder. I'm sorry I couldn't come more, but Amber shrugged. He is my husband, not yours, Melody sighed. Thanks for coming. I know, but still, Amber paced. 9 months on life support. Waiting, wishing, praying, cursing, crying. 9 months of false hopes and broken dreams. 9 months of her life. She could have had a baby. Maybe finish off her great Canadian novel, The Problem with the Mather Confusement. Tour what was left of London and help people with real problems. Instead, she went to the hospital each afternoon to sit at Bruce's bedside and hold his hand. 9 months, I can't believe. Today's the last day. Amber looked at the cat calendar, glancing down the hallway. What did the bank say? Unless I signed my organs into a Carthage trust, they couldn't help me, Melody shrugged. I could help pay for a few extra days if you, Amber began. No. It's too much. And they'll accept my appeal. Just watch. Melody nodded, stroking Bruce's hand. Today was the last day. After the last person says their goodbyes and filed out that door, they'll cart him down to the basement, drain his blood, and carve him up for spare parts. We'll examining his brain for the source of whatever was causing this curse, this sleepwalker syndrome, Caligari virus, or whatever they were calling it now. Euthanasia, dignity in death, medically assisted dying, kind words of the butchers doing this could sleep at night. Who are they kidding? It is murder. Bruce wasn't old and helpless. He was young, loved life, loved me. Who are they to say you cost too much money to keep alive? We're gouged with taxes, paying for our politicians' vacations and penthouses, only to be told, oh, sorry, but we don't think it's worth it to keep your loved one alive, Please sign here so we can kill him. Oh, Canada, our homeland never felt so bad. The shirt rang, spinning holographic globe displayed Boulder, Colorado, the Council of Life and Wellness. With trepidation and a shivering hand, Melody lifted her shirt, voice cracking. She cleared her throat, then answered with an unnervingly sunny chirp. Aloha.